Welcome back. It's time for yet another day in paradise, at least paradise for humans, that is, as we are boldly going where no Xeno has gone before. And what I'm saying, what I mean by that is that no Xeno will survive this game. Let's put it that way. This is going to be a glorious Imperium of Man by the end of this series, and we are cranking out cruisers. I got cruisers coming out of my ass right now, so that's always good. The only reason I'm doing so is because, well, they're the only ship design that I feel is going to be the most valuable versus our upcoming war with the Felnel. The Felnel, however, are now not in a position of attacking any of the smaller empires. So if they do attack anybody, it's going to most likely be myself or the Hanfalier. We are in strike range of their fleets when we need to. Same thing with our other ships as well. They're all pretty much within strike range of anything important. There is the first scout force. We're going to reposition the first scout force to also be in range to jump into a defensive position into Penosta whenever is necessary. Basically, in case there is an alien invasion, we can get over there very rapidly. In addition, we can get ready for the incoming invasion of the Tegel, which won't be too long away now. That will be within this year, actually, which is great. So that makes our life nice and easy. Still, though, we still need to keep an eye out on what is going on within the galaxy as a whole. I'm really hoping that the Felnor are going to attack the Hanfalier or any of the other alien species relatively soon. Okay, we can actually leave this human strike force right pretty much where it is, although right now it's not really a problem. Why is the second fleet moving towards here? Let's reposition you over here. It's probably a better location. In the meantime, let's queue up a couple more rapiers. All right, cool. New spaceport. We are very rapidly approaching our fleet cap. Especially if we can get... I feel that our 200k fleets can take on any of the Felnol fleets at this moment. The real question is, are we going to be capable of crushing them as a whole? That is the real question. How much fleet power do we have again? Yeah, somewhere along the lines of 300, 500, probably, actually, hold on here, 300 here, 400, 500, 600, so 700 in a little bit to make sure that we can engage the enemy when necessary. Which is a very large amount of fleets. Don't underestimate that. We should be able to go to war with these guys now. Yes, we can. The Hanfalier are going to be the biggest problem here. We will send in one of our strike forces towards the Hanfalier as soon as we can. And we need to disable the rally point on this strike force and set Holy Terra as the rally point here for the remainder of our fleet. Okay, good. Okay, all the industrial districts, these ones are all done with their ships. So we can build a couple more. And the reason why we're setting Earth as the main waypoint for our fleets is mainly to make sure that they don't fly into Hanfalier territory and get crushed on the way out, which would be bad. So there's that. Okay, so what do we want? A road up to Omagus would be nice. I don't really want any sort of road bordering Hanfalier territory. So I would need Cameron potentially, or Bordigan. So that would be Bordigan. Bardigan, even, sorry. Okay, Bardigan has got a couple of worlds in it, so we'll cleanse Wold Garden. Okay. Okay, that's one world. A Azaha. We'll cleanse that. Ramshir, we'll cleanse that. That's 51 war score. Hozimt, we'll cleanse that. Baidan, we'll cleanse that. And Ux. It's just over it. That's annoying. Can I cleanse something a little bit smaller than, like, I guess, Ulimar? Ulimar is 19 war score. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, maybe maybe a humiliation or open borders. It's a 16. Is there any worlds that are size 16 that I can cleanse? Cleanse Roxum. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, cool. War is declared. Let's send this fleet over into here. Let's set them up to aggressive. The secondary scout force we will send into here, also set to aggressive. Then there is this strike force we will send up in here, set to aggressive. Then we got the Panasta fleet that's already moving out. This one's already moving out. This one's moving out. And then this one we will send over to here. Okay, that's a leader that we can assign. Okay, all of our main fleets have leaders on them. They're all the same ones as well, for some bizarre reason. I'm not entirely sure what the hell is going on with that, but whatever. But yeah, this should be a fairly fast and brutal war. 10 months until we are filled up in minerals again.
Construction complete.
Okay, so let's start building some more battleships, shall we?
Situation log updated.
Okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
There's a small fleet in here. They're not going to cause any problems. They'll be wiped out pretty much instantly.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay. There's the hostile fleet from the Hanfalier.
Situation
We'll engage them as soon as we can. That is the Alliance fleet, actually, so
log updated.
that is good.
Situation log updated.
Okay. And let's get our ODSTs in position as well. Our Gene Warriors, they're in a good position to do whatever we need them to do. So let's get all of the forces ready and into a striking position. So let's send them out in here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, what's this?
Fleet engaged. Situation
This is a space station, nothing too crazy.
log updated.
Okay, we're just... there's the enemy fleets. We may need some support on this one. That is 40k. Disengagement should be fine.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay. Should I... Yeah. Let's see how fast this is going to go.
Updated. Hostile
We'll probably lose a fair chunk here, but nothing that we cannot replace relatively quickly. That's their main bulk of their forces anyway.
hostile fleet engaged.
They're losing them quite rapidly right now with all the plasmas going off back and forth. What kind of weapons are they rocking? A bunch of armor, a bunch of shields, nothing too crazy. And they're using a lot of lasers as well, so I'm not really too worried about it. Because they are losing a lot of fleet power very rapidly. So. Okay, so this fight over here is versus the Alliance fleets. It's not going to cause any problems anytime soon. This, however, potentially is dangerous. We may need to reorientate this fleet.
Situation log.
Yeah, they're down. It's down to 2-1. They're being overwhelmed. Which is fine. We just lose the leader. Okay, so we lost the leader. We got more than enough energy to just buy one straight up, so we'll just do that. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's recruit one of their scientists. A donation is fine. So let's get a scientist in here. Yeah, this fight is pretty much over. We've pretty much crushed the enemy. Although they've just dropped another 100,000 onto the field. Okay, so we're just repositioning our fleet right now.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So bringing more firepower onto the field. I wonder how much we're going to lose here. Should we reorientate our fleet? That is the real question.
Situation log updated. Hostile
Losing battleships relatively quickly.
hostile fleet engaged.
Hmm.
Situation log updated.
9 battleships lost in this fight. That was at Walled Garden, so it's not really... Okay, they've jumped out. What did we lose? 12 battleships and 11 cruisers. That's relatively quick to replace. And the war score is already at 14, so... let's see if we can find where the rest of their fleet has gone. We will continue to chase. If we can.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, so I think, yeah, this fleet over here is just on standby right now. They're not doing all that much, so we will send them back into the fray.
Hostile fleet
Okay.
engaged.
Let's take a look here. A couple of transport fleets. Ooh, that is bad. We do not want to lose these guys. That would be an expensive loss that we cannot afford. Where is this? Zeltec territory? Jesus Christ. We cannot afford to lose these ships.
Hostile
That would be really bad. That's a really expensive loss, actually.
hostile fleet
Oh, Jesus. Well, did we just lose all of our armies? Yes, we did, didn't we? Oh, wow. That is a dumb loss.
Situation log updated.
Very unfortunate. Okay, so... this fight was fine so far. What have we got in here? 50k. And where is this fleet? It's right over here, so... We'll send these guys after these guys as well. And... We'll send this is really annoying. I really did not expect to lose my... my armies. That is, like I said, an expensive loss, and they take quite a while to recover as well. So we'll need to do quite a lot of work to get those bad boys back up, because they cost a year each to build. So, but we can spread the stuff out over all of our worlds. So replacing them is relatively easy. Okay, so there is the remainder of their attack force. Let's hope that we can engage them before they jump out. 4, 3, 2... Yeah, they managed to get out of there. That's a shame. Yeah, I should have kept a better eye on my attack fleets. Where are you guys going? Okay, you're attacking them.
Hostile fleet engaged.
You guys are just going to pop back and forth between all of these systems, just so that we can take care of all the enemy jump points, and one by one basically take out all their systems, all their construction facilities, etc. So okay, so you are engaging this fleet, I believe,
Situation log
or at least going to try to.
hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, that's over at Finn Castle, sadly.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
It's a real shame, but there's not much we can do about it. Okay, we've engaged their fledgling fleet. They tried to run away. Or did we?
hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
Mm-hmm.
hostile
Okay, I
fleet
think that pretty much takes care of all of that stuff. Got a couple of small engagements in here that I'm not too worried about.
Situation log updated.
Okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
As it is rampaging through their systems, so... Cool. Yeah, we got our supply... our replacement fleet is already ready to go. Let's not disband these fleets. That would be bad. And then we need to build 8 battleships to replace the ones that we just lost. So, but that is a minimal amount of resources, really. There we go. So that's 5 of them already queued up. So
Situation log updated.
excellent. As we're destroying their infrastructure bit by bit, we should be doing just fine. Okay, there is Admiral gains trait. That's nice. Scale force speed is always good. I don't really see too much friction from the enemy at the moment. Shield hit points is always nice. Let's get some more energy credits. Bildara is having some food-related problems. I wonder why that is. Something purging. Which is fine by me. I'm not particularly worried about that. We can actually upgrade these buildings while they're being purged, so... Yeah, not really too worried about that. And in terms of... Oh, wait. We never build any additional buildings here? Really? It just means that we need to block a lot of these worlds rather than go for straight invasion. So nothing that we cannot really deal with. There's a single Tegel fleet in here. We'll start to split up our fleets into smaller blocks. That it can be a bit more effective. It's a shame, though, that we lost our ODSTs in one fell swoop. So all of our armies are dead right now. So replacing those is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but nothing that we cannot handle. And we'll start distributing our forces efficiently. Okay, you can go in here. You can go in there. We'll send you into here. Send you into here. Send you into here. Send you into here, I guess, and then you can stay in here. So that's all their core worlds basically blockaded, and that's exactly what we wanted anyway. What I am worried about is there may still be a battle fleet roaming around somewhere, but nothing that we cannot handle anyway. So yeah, we just right now it's just a stomping ground. So
Hostile fleet engaged.
105. Yeah, this is not going to cause any problems.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet
Cool, and the dragon joins us as well. Excellent. Yeah, this is going to be a slaughter. I managed to burn my mouth earlier.
situation
Woke up, had a cup of tea, boom, burned my mouth. Yeah, it's one of these things that sometimes happens. It's rather annoying, but
updated. Situation log
what can you do, right?
hostile fleet engaged.
How are my armies doing?
Log updated.
Or are they already being worked on right now?
Fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log
Excellent.
hostile fleet engaged.
Most excellent.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation
Well, we've got a significant amount of war score here already, so 43. We need 100 for this whole war,
situation log updated.
which should be fairly doable.
Hostile
All
fleet
right,
engaged.
cool. So we managed to engage yet another fleet. Right now, I'm just looking through all of these systems to see whether or not there is any sort of planetary systems that have multiple worlds on it, like this one, for instance, where this strike force does need to bomb this one into oblivion.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, this is being taken care of. There's no additional worlds here.
Fleet engaged.
There's no additional worlds here. There is no additional worlds there. No additional ones there. And that should basically be that. All right, 80k, 88% on war score. There's nobody that can really do anything about this, which is great for us. Let's split up this fleet again and send them into here. We'll do the same with this fleet and send them to aggressive and send them into here. So we can bomb those worlds as well, and that should push our war score up to 100%. Nice and easy. Nothing too difficult here. And we didn't even need our armies in the end, and we still built them anyway. So, border range, of course. What do we got here? 1.2. Staggering. Alright, so all of our military fleets are either bombing or getting in position to bomb. That is a small attack fleet.
Fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
That is kind of worrying. Oh, no, never mind. He says, well, the enemy are losing all their battleships in just one fell swoop. Especially with all the cruisers there. I mean, as we've already established, cruisers rip the new one. We didn't even lose anything in that, so that is fine. We're going to go after this Zeltec force up in the north. Okay, there's a small fleet in there. Nothing that we cannot handle
Situation log.
as we're just ripping their infrastructure apart. And there's the 100% war score. Now we wait. Come on. Come on. Can we force it? Yep. Demand some. Force demands. Excellent. The bridge has been built. Excellent. So cool. Let's merge some of these forces back together as a single block. Will make everything a lot easier to work with. And then we'll just take it from there. Oh, still need to make sure that these four are merged. And we will go back to Omagus to actually get some more minerals so we can reinforce our battleship fleet, which we lost a fair chunk of, sadly. And we can set the rally point away from Holy Terra once again. And the first scout force will be the updated rally point. Excellent. A lot more flexibility here. We've purged a lot of their systems, so it's pretty much exactly what we wanted. Got a bunch of territory out of it. Let's see if we can walled garden, holy world. Interesting. I will take good care of that world. Don't you guys worry about it. There is a food pile, so let's get something sorted with that. Yeah, a bit of a shame that we didn't manage to take enough territory to take down their worlds, but we have managed to cripple their population quite a lot. So there is at least that. So positivity and all that jazz. But yeah, that will wrap up this episode. The Tagel has been partitioned, which is exactly what we wanted. And until next time, take good care of yourselves. And next up, these worlds.